kind of show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Experience.
I really like this. You know how I know? I'm getting a boner.
Have you lost your mind? Do you know how much mail we will get?
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
The content of the show is just politically incorrect.
Exactly. Who are the characters? You got characters involved?
We have three-dimensional characters.
What do you got?
How about
Pocono Dave? Oh, here we go, dealing with these Negroes again. Artie, life of the party.
Your eyes are closed, a mouth is a mouth, a toe is a toe, and a booty is a booty.
This is gonna be crazy. We're gonna hit him with the bomb diggity on this one. Know who we're gonna get to star in the show because we need a star to carry the show.
The queen of all media, Wendy Williams, baby. Folks will be outraged. Outraged.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Art got the laser surgery, and now he's walking around with his only Stevie Wonder Ray Charles glasses on right now. Yet Dave, the cornball that he is, with his tight sweater, Dave says, "Yeah, I gotta call the doctor and get another pair of those glasses." I said, "Why? Do you need them beyond the surgery?" He said, "No, but I like the way they look." Now, these are medical glasses, and Dave trying to sport them like a pair of Gucci frames.
This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams Experience. This is a Wendy Williams exclusive. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
I was so drunk that I hitchhiked the ride home to New York.
Now, how many people were in the car when you were coming back?
It was 4.
Did anybody at any point when they found out you were Art and taking you back to Manhattan, and did anybody try to,
No, but one guy said that, how much you think we can get for you for ransom?
Oh, damn.
Said, how much you think Wendy would pay for you for ransom? I said, not $1.
Exactly, Art. I'm sorry.
This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Wendy Williams, the round peg in a square hole here at WBLS. My boss wants me to make a promo promoting my radio show, but he says to me, here's at the bottom of the memo, it says, keep it subtle. Me, subtle? Turn up the music. What's really good, everybody? I'm Wendy Williams, and I'm the host of the Wendy Williams Experience every weekday from 2 to 7 p.m. right here on the radio station, holding me down. I got the gossip, the fashion. We talk movies, music, food, sex. We share each other's problems. And did I mention celebrity interviews? Sometimes they can get crazy. Anyway.
Wendy?
Oh, let me bring it back down. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, weekdays from 2 to 7, right here on 107.5 WBLS. How's that?
Wendy Williams and Chyna.
Oh, here comes Chyna. Here she comes. Let me get up. Hi! It's nice to meet you.
You are so pretty.
Thank you.
Can I hug you?
Sure.
Mom, someone just want to hug me, but I want to hug you.
Wait. Have a seat. Let's sit
and
down.
Stay away from
Let's
my
sit
brother.
down. I totally stay away from your brother. Sit down.
I already know what's
Oh,
up.
there he is. Hi.
Hey.
What?
Where do you want me to sit?
Right here. The reason why I stood up when you came in.
You know why, and you know why.
No, the reason that I stood up when you came in is because I know that your measurements, what they say in magazines, is that you are 5'10" and 190 pounds. And I am 5'11", and we weigh in the same ballpark. That's what I would look like if I went to the gym. You got to be kidding me.
I'm trying something new.
Yeah,
out.
what is that? Are you going to show me your pubic region?
I deal with hustler, and even though I love half, I gotta make some money, so I'm figuring.
Have a seat.
Damn,
Sit. Okay, Chyna. Everybody is wearing hustler underwear in the boy cut thing. Jeans, very tight, probably
very
a size
Gia.
0.
Very Gia.
Very Gia.
Small, yeah.
The model.
Small, extra small. Yeah.
Extra small jeans.
Yeah.
And
extra large. Extra small.
She's wearing an extra large T-shirt that says Barbie. It's pink, lots of diamonds, no bra, and perky nipples.
No. It doesn't say Barbie.
What does it say? Barbie.
No Barbie.
Oh, no Barbie. Oh, you put the magic marker and the X through it.
I'm getting tired of her. Everyone knows that Ken's not getting her pink Corvette.
Wait, look, let me observe you.
Let me observe deal there going on.
You, much like Layla Ali, because you guys are athletes and we're all like the same height and the same weight class, I always like to look and see what I would look like if I actually was diligent about going to the gym.
But why doesn't Layla talk about her daddy or what about her?
Well, no, she does. She talks about him. You know what I mean? But she's like the Ali who went through, well, I don't know what the other ones went through, but Layla's struggle is that, she was rejecting her father's Muhammad Ali-esqueness, and she went out on her own for a moment and did it. Look, this is not about her. This is about you. Let me finish describing you. Are you wearing a bra?
You're so pretty.
Thank you.
I forgot it. And no bras fit.
No, it's good. No. I just wanted to see. Okay, so that's natural perkiness. Very nice.
It's not really natural, but I decided it would kind of be a real estate investment.
Wait, hold on for just one moment. I have no idea why this didn't press, but you got my time.
Wait.
She's ripping her T-shirt.
Let me fix this.
You can do that though. Look at your belly. Let me just say this about Chyna. She is not, like on when women wrestle and stuff like that, you expect them to be larger in person. I am an Amazon compared to you in terms of height and everything, but your guns are crazy without being, see, look, she's flexing. Very nice. Yeah.
I'm very white. I had to do a movie many months ago.
Wait, talk in the mic.
And the gentleman told me.
No tanning.
My friend.
You got man hands, though.
I
can say that because I'm a big girl, and I'm always aware of that. I got
man hands out, and I'm a number one female fighter, so I have to have man's hands because. Yeah. They're not man's hands compared to the man's hands.
How many carats is that right hand ring?
Huge. 22.
Easily 22. It's a stunning piece.
I bought it myself when I lost my other one.
You know what? I was going to ask you about your jewelry because I see you on Surreal Life and you got the diamonds and stuff going on. Now,
it's all gone. This is what I have
left.
Yes, ma'am.
Out of what? I mean, after what?
Everything.
You had to sell stuff off?
I took it and sold it and
you don't have financial problems at this point, do you?
Yes, I do.
Are you bankruptcy?
I can't go bankrupt. I'm an international domestic violent felon. And I am...
Because you beat up your boyfriend. Now, let's talk about that. I saw it in the National Enquirer.
But I didn't beat him up.
Listen to what it says, everybody. It says, ex-wrestler Joni Lauer, that's Chyna's real name, busted for brawling with Bo. It says that this happened on New Year's Day. Your boyfriend's name is X-Pac, or is that X-Pac?
I don't know, whatever.
Sean Waltman. You guys fought over a fur coat, and might I add a beautiful, what is that, Lynx?
We fought over
Lynx?
This.
Okay.
That I was given to.
The chain around
and my jacket, my Inoki jacket, my mixed martial arts jacket.
How long were you with Sean?
And he kept grabbing it. Well, I was only with him for about a month, and he asked me to marry him, and I worked with him for many years, and he was my friend, and I thought I was getting divorced.
I saw you guys on Celebrity, do you remember that show on E that they would follow the celebrities, and the celebrities would, be going into places? I saw you guys on that. It looked like you guys were more comfortable with each other than just being together a month.
I love him.
I'm taking in your whole aura.
I loved him, but he's an abuser, and he needs help.
But they say that you're an abuser, too. You beat him up?
That's what they say.
Have you ever hit him?
I slapped him.
That's one of the disadvantages of being a man in Chyna's life.
And I will not refuse to deny that I bitch slapped him.
It says that you did it in front of his kids. Wow. Did you do it in front of his kids and then you got arrested? You had to later apologize to the kids?
Yes, I did.
How old are his kids?
His kids are 8 and 12.
See what I'm saying?
I told his kids that I love them very much. And I wouldn't do that unless his dad... And actually, that they never saw that before his daddy jumped me, and I can't even remember because of my head and everything else. But I didn't invite his kids up, and I love his kids. I love his children, and I never pressed charges against Sean, and I still wouldn't.
That's what they said, that you didn't press charges.
No, I wouldn't, because I want him to be able to one day be on good terms with his kids.
And then how was he financially? Because
because he made a sex tape behind my back. Guys? He made a sex tape behind my back, and
you didn't see the red light go on. Cause see, to me, with all
I saw the red light go on, but when you make a deal with people, who are in that type of business,
but he's a wrestler.
Yes, he is, and so am I.
Okay, and then that type of business, meaning the porn business also?
Meaning I can't find a porn business, and I can't find a wrestling business.
That'll
and
take you right
I can't find
now.
a Hollywood business.
How old are you right now?
I'm 32. I just turned 33.
And you're still young, and you obviously you're still going to the gym. So what do you do now for money?
I'm trying to figure that out right now.
Well, how much did you have? How much were you making at your peak? Because Chyna, I don't even follow sports, and I know you.
At my peak, I would make maybe, if I did a really great pay-per-view, I'd make $2,000 compared to guys that made $100,000 and $200,000.
Wait a minute.
And
okay. All right. So what
all
about
the rest of the 3 years with Playboy? I made $1 million.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay?
What about a girl's side hustle?
But my sister stole it. Okay, and so then I was left, and I took that money. I took some of the money, and I
How
paid
did you
rent.
let your sister steal your money? Is she also your
Because
manager?
I gave her power of attorney because we've had a very dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
And I wanted her to know that I loved her.
Is that your younger or older?
Older. Very much older.
How old is old?
She's 8 years older than I am.
Okay. Does she have kids and stuff like that?
She had one baby, and I wanted to tell her that I would be her family and love her forever and give her everything. And
I understand.
And I was working every day, so I gave her power of attorney to make sure that my taxes were paid and everything was taken care of.
What qualifies her?
And then she went and got her own accounts and everything. Oh. So
how did you spend the holidays? Are your family's all screwed up at
I
this
spent my
point?
holidays in Twin Towers and LAX jail. And when I got out, I jogged 26 miles home until I saw somebody that came and picked me up. Because
you pulled an Anne Heche. Remember, she walked on that road, everybody, and the aliens, and then...
Except I wasn't speaking alien. I just wanted to go home.
Yeah. So who picked you up?
So
what type of character picks up a Chyna?
It happened to be a friend of mine named Craig.
Oh, okay.
Who runs the entire animation through Las Vegas and New York and LA. And I haven't called him back yet because I didn't even have a freaking phone and I didn't even know where I was going.
How much were you worth at your peak?
And I didn't know I was going here.
Were you ever worth? I understand.
I'm a $1 billion commodity.
Of course
and so
you
instead
are.
of using me in the proper way, they want to hurt me.
Why is that?
I'll never go back to them for not $1 million bazillion bazillion dollars.
So then where are all the other
Mr. Antonio Inoki, and I can't go back there because they are the top fighters in the world, and I've already done that. I've done my mixed martial arts fight. And Mr. Inoki was there watching me every second of the way.
But it would seem to me that like a woman's life in professional wrestling isn't that long anyway. And you are like one of the smarter, most famous women who've done this. And so in my opinion, 32 is a great time not to be professionally wrestling anymore, but perhaps to be thinking about the other part of your life and how you can market the Chyna name. Because you still are. Chyna, you're my favorite on Surreal Life.
Well, people name me Chyna Doll. And if they want to sue me, and if they want to try to hurt me,
that's not where I'm
go
going
ahead.
for. I'm going for why aren't you sitting on the hood of a Cougar advertising for Lincoln Mercury? Why aren't you doing hair care products? Why aren't you doing fitness? Why do I see Christy Brinkley? And I'm not hating. I'm just saying Christy Brinkley.
No, I'm
and
not
Chuck
hating
Norris.
either. I love Christy Brinkley. I had a Christy Brinkley shirt from Kmart when I was little.
Listen, Pilates.
Because I need help. Because I need management. Because Vince McMahon is a bully. And
so
I love
who is
ring.
your brother to you then?
And so
thank
my
you.
brother is the most awesome guitar player I've ever
Okay,
heard
so
in
he's
the
not
whole
part of your
world.
management. He's not part of who gets you out there.
He can't be. He tries, and I have people who try.
Yeah.
But then they get so freaked out.
I
And
understand.
So, you know what I mean? And so I don't have proper management.
I understand.
And so until I get that, until people are afraid to not fight this bully Vince McMahon.
Well,
then
wait
I
a
won't
minute,
have
because nobody
proper
can do
management.
anything. What you're saying is nobody can do anything with the Chyna name until you are legally released from the clutches of Vince McMahon.
I am legally released.
So then how come you aren't?
But he is spending billions and millions and billions of royalties on my dolls, on my merchandise.
I've seen your
on my
dolls.
Everything. I still say that stuff because those are my fans and they don't know.
That's an Ice Tech watch you have on. I have one in beige.
And this was given to me by the guys when I went. My car wouldn't start, and it wouldn't. And they said, "How about this, Chyna?"
They gave you something.
Universal Jewelers in Marina Del Rey.
Okay, that's nice.
And all the rest of my jewelry has been stolen except for this that they gave me.
Chyna.
And this that was given to me by the United States Marine Corps.
That's what you and your man
Battalion,
fought about.
Nuclear and Biological Warfare Department.
And okay, let me ask you this. Wait, let's slow down for just a minute. I am honored to be sitting here with you. Can I just say, because you are to me the breakout star on the Surreal Life. I love Jane Weedland. I think that Peter Brady is. Who knew he was so cute? DeBrat, a little bitter. DeBrat is a little bitter. Troy Vern, just
and I
weird.
tried my hardest.
You know what? I like you on that show, though. I love the braids and everything.
It was hard for me because, I tried to take the people that I knew, that I thought, I know what I've gone through. And I said, let DeBrat go to the show. Go, girl. I love you.
How did you get on Surreal Life?
I sent her my shoes, and I never heard back from her, I want her to succeed.
Your sister.
I don't want her to have to be like a man. I don't want her to have to go through the things that we've gone through. I want her to be treated like a lady.
Yeah.
And that's how people are. We're different. We're men or women. We're treated different.
There are a lot of lesbian overtones in that Surreal Life house, and even though it's funny because even though you're the bodybuilding physical specimen, you are probably the most feminine acting woman in the whole Surreal Life house, and that is no lie. I watched a repeat last night because I knew I was going to be talking to you today, but also just because I love the show since Flavor and Brigitte and all of them. Listen, you're surrounded by lesbians in that house. It appears to me.
And they were all over me.
I bet they were, but there's an assumption about you
and when I went to jail, I was scared. I was lucky I was meeting one girl in the cell next to me that was screaming and yelling at me because otherwise I would have been in big trouble.
Up next on The Experience.
Do you have any real estate or are you renting?
No, I don't have anything right now.
I'm sick to my stomach.
renting a car.
The Experience continues after this.
425 here. Good afternoon to you. You are listening to the best of the Wendy Williams Experience on today's R&B and Classic Soul. It's 107.5 WBLS at the adult-only Shadow Nightclub for their amazing free all-night Thursday, which was last night. Now, it's truly elbow to elbow, just like the Shadows Friday, which is tonight, and Saturday night live parties. This is all happening for you, baby. You definitely need to be there. Plus, next Friday, February 18th, Sybil will be live at the Shadow. That's a rare appearance here in New York. And, of course, President's Day Sunday, you can find your match at the Shadow, always wall-to-wall, singles only, holiday Sunday special event. Oh, it's going down. Artie.
Yes.
What's going on, player?
Oh, man, I'm tired. I didn't get enough rest last night. I did the bowling party last night. I didn't get enough rest. And today I have a whole night lined up.
What are you doing tonight?
Okay, I'm taking my mother to the Vanessa Williams concert at Carnegie Hall. Right? So after that, I have to drop her off. Okay, then I'm going to check out Medina's spot at the Cherry Lounge uptown.
Damn, you're going to go from that side of town to the other side?
Yes, the Growing and Sexy. And then it don't stop there, Dave.
Where's it going?
Man, look, Lover Girl NYC and Exclusive Entertainment are presenting Sex in the City. It's a pre-Valentine's gala for the ladies who love the ladies. This tonight, man, from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Strictly chic and upscale. You must be 23 years of age or older. I'm going to wild out.
I talked to Trev, right?
Yeah.
And Trev said, Dave, don't say nothing to Art, but I'm going to pop in the spot.
Are you serious?
Trev's going to be there. He's got that lesbian feel for that, so he's definitely going to check it out.
This is for the lesbians and for all my bisexual females. I'm the world's biggest lesbian, so I got to go there and represent. Okay? Shout out to the DKNY Drag Kings of New York. Shut up. They will be in the house.
It's going to be on point.
Yes. And if I don't take anything home with me tonight, then I must have a problem.
I'm sure you might be getting into some threesomes.
Yes.
Possibly?
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to breeze in and say that right quick because, I go on vacation tonight. But I just wanted to let everybody know what's going on this evening. And then I'm going to be out. And I'm out, Dave. And, the Best Stuff Show sounds good. You're doing a great job, sir.
Ooh, now your chance to win coming up here on the 107.5 WBLS. And, of course, more of the best of the Wendy Williams Experience.
I'm sorry. One more thing. I'm sorry, Dave. It's good. My man Seven called me.
What's Seven have to say?
Seven, he's the manager and father of Lil Miss Nana. Lil Nana. She's having auditions for dancers because she needs dancers. And she's having them this Sunday in Newark, New Jersey at 570 Broad Street. Broad Street. So call my man Seven at 973-47000. Lil Nana needs dancers. Hit 7 up at 973-47000. It's going to be in Newark, New Jersey at 570 Broad Street. You got to do it. Become a star with Lil Miss Nana.
Today's R&B.
Yes.
And Classic Soul.
I'm out of here. 107.5 WBLS.
I am so frustrated. And I don't know whether it's, stuff or that. Not for nothing. Chyna. Oh, my God. I don't even have to swoop down. And I'm not going to. She's in the other room right now. I am absolutely floored. And I don't smell freaking amazing to me. Amazing. I am absolutely I did not expect this. Absolutely not. I did not expect. Yo, this is Anna, Brigitte, and Whitney all balled into one, and they still, all three of them together, couldn't top this that's going on right here. I am amazed and floored, and flustered, sad. And yet I love the drama. Let's keep it going.
Wendy Williams and Chyna.
Chyna's still here. Great.
Am I going to get arrested for that? Call 911.
No, I thought, no, she tapped her brother. Brothers and sisters do that. Is he younger or older than you?
I drool on him. He's older.
All right, let me ask you this. Who do you have a man in your life now?
No, but I want one, and I'm not cheating myself out of love, but it's going to be I'd rather be alone until it's a man that can give me everything that I'm deserving of, because I'm a very special person in the world, and I know that.
Have you ever had lesbian sex? Just asking.
No, I never have.
I could predict. You're so feminine.
I'm scared of it. I mean, it's just not my thing. I want to be loved by a man.
But you do have you do have a rock hard.
A lot of women, beautiful women.
No, I know.
It's tempted me.
Let's talk about
because I wonder if they've gone through the same thing as me. But I love a man, and I love to feel a man, and I love to have a man with me.
You'll get that though. You know what I mean? That'll come because because you are a worldwide superstar. I'm sure you do a lot of traveling. Let's talk about the Surreal Life, just to bring it back home for a moment, because Flav and Brigitte got their spin-off show, Strange Love. And I'm looking in you guys' house, and I'm trying to decide as I'm watching. And I know you've already finished the filming for Surreal Life, right? So you know how it all turns out. Let me just ask you, did you get a breakout star deal? Are there any other deals on the table for any specials or any other work with either VH1 or advertising for a clothing designer? I mean, you're getting a lot of light on that show.
Well, I can tell you that I really don't know how it turned out, because I've been used to being by myself. I talk by myself. I do karaoke in my living room by myself.
How do you live? Do you
I'm
rent?
a tough fighter woman, and then in my own four walls, I'm the most nerdiest. I love music.
Yeah.
I play, and everybody hating me on
You're
the show.
soft and pink. Chyna's soft and pink, and I can totally tell.
Debrat got a show, and I was glad for her, because
what is her spin-off show about? Because I thought that the Brat and Marcus Schenkenberg, they have the personalities of a doorknob. Marcus worse than the Brat.
And I thought Marcus was the funniest thing, and that man
Pam Anderson used to mess with him.
But I want to know what happened with that, because all I noticed is that when I looked around, that there was this man that was 10 steps behind me, watching me all the way, and just watching me.
Who? And that's Marcus?
And I'm thinking I'm this supermodel, and I'm thinking I'm the ugliest person in the world.
All right, about the Brat spinoff show. What's her show about? Because apparently VH1 saw her as being the breakout star, so she's going to have a show on VH1.
Brutally honest. It's the funniest thing ever. I mean, you know what hurt me the most is when I finally started seeing things that and people were talking about me.
Well, you want to know what? She was pretty honest and a bit bitter, but the overtones of the Brat on the show, when she does finally speak up.
I love her.
Okay, I can see that.
But I wanted to go on a vacation, because I never had a vacation, and I've never gone horseback riding.
Yeah, but they took
I've never slept and I've never gone camping.
But you went on Surreal Life.
And everybody was complaining and everything else, and I was like, you guys, you know.
Where did you grow up?
You know, well, I was born in Rochester, New York.
Rochester.
I traveled with my daddy all over the world.
What did he do?
And I started wrestling since I was 15 years old.
What did your dad
do?
Carnival
life.
What? Okay. Was he a Navy man, Army man?
Yes, he was, and he was also a banker.
Okay. So you traveled because of the banking. Did you grow up with money?
I was born into money.
What kind of money?
I had the money.
No. Listen to me. When you were being raised, was your dad making $150,000, $200,000 a year, or was money, $800,000? I mean,
my daddy was bringing home Colombian diamonds.
Okay, so you grew up fabulous. You had a nanny, some housekeepers, or somebody, you know?
No, because I was gone by the time I was 15, because my mother treated my father like crap.
Wow.
And
this is your mother from her womb, your birth mother.
I don't believe so. I believe from my dad. And I believe because he always tried. I was this little girl, and there was such a huge age gap.
Yeah.
And
between your mother and your father.
But the problem, yes.
How old? What's the age gap?
8 years, 8 and 9.
Well, that's not a big age. I mean, that's not that big. I mean, it's big enough. So your mom was a stay-at-home mother? So she was there for you when you got out of school with cookies and milk? Was it like that for the first 15 years?
No, I know. I used to get mad to eat the cookies and milk and throw them up because I was told I couldn't eat. So,
did you grow up a fatty and then you developed into this? I grew up a fatty. Oh my gosh, something we have in common.
I was bulimic. And then when I started getting depressed, I started trying to eat things and things were coming out of my mouth.
What was your mother?
This guy, Mark and Chingenberg, in a closet with me because people are coming out to protect me because Sean shows up, right?
Right. Sean, your boyfriend from the National Enquirer. Shut up!
With his big, beautiful flowers, right?
To say I'm sorry.
And I just get naked and jump in the pool with the Tampax.
Wait, you see the string?
The most embarrassing moments, and I'm crying, and I crawl into a closet, and this man, I see these two little feet here, right, that I've never seen before in my life, and he comes in, and he just lays there with me.
Marcus
Shagan.
Did you guys have any type of relationship that would have lasted after the show?
No, ma'am, but I would be friends with him forever.
Yeah.
And he's a man that I can fall in love with.
Jane Weedlin and
I thought she was bitchy, and I thought she could have got it a little bit together.
America's Next Top Model girl.
She didn't play any guitar.
Did Adrian and Jane Weedlin get together romantically? I sensed something the night of the sushiation. We ate the sushi off Adrian's.
I would say maybe Adrian's a little crazy and kind of fun, but that's not my style.
I liked your hair on the show, the braids.
And I loved Adrian, and I loved everybody on the show.
Yeah.
It's just, I was just doing my own thing.
But DeBrat is the one and only that got the breakout show, or did anybody else get a breakoff show too?
Only DeBrat, only one.
Well, you know what? First
of all,
I
brought my best friend in, who is not my best friend anymore, who told me I need, so I have to go find a place to stay when I go back home tomorrow. So I must stay an extra night tonight.
People are in and out of your life.
She wanted her own show, and I went and gave her own show, and she didn't get her own show.
Look, so you're in New York right now. Do you legally, is anybody in this room your parole officer? Do you have to go back and report to somebody regarding, the slapping of Sean or anything like that? Because you said, legally speaking, you can't file bankruptcy. So I'm imagining the law.
I am a second time. I am a third time, one international, and a second time domestic felon, domestic abuser, and one time I got detention where they put me in a room for 5 days until it would roll over.
Yeah.
Because we need to change that
Chyna,
law.
This is not cool.
And then the girls were the worst to me, and the men were horrified, and they took care of me. And the women, and I cried, and they looked at me, and they looked at you crying, Chyna Dollfire. And I said, I'm crying for you, so you don't get stabbed 14 times.
How much are you worth
I
now?
Like 26 miles home until somebody picked me up.
I know, you told me your friend who gave you the diamond
last
watch.
week.
How much are you worth now?
That's why I wasn't here.
How much are you worth? How much are you worth?
I'm $1 billion commodity.
No, I mean in the bank right now. Like, do you have $100,000? Do you have $50,000?
No, I don't. I don't have any money right now.
Do you have any real estate, or are you renting?
No, I don't have anything right now.
I cannot. I'm sick to my stomach.
I'm renting a car from my friend Rudy Garcia.
Shut up. What kind of car is that? Can you at least floss?
It's a Viper.
Okay, so you're still flossing. You're able to use your connections and floss. You still get your diamonds in the Viper.
Flossing.
But the sad part is you have got nothing else.
But I will.
You will. You take care.
Because
will you come back to the show and let us know what's going on?
Women, and I know who I am.
Girl power, I know. Me too.
And I got it.
Yeah.
And I got some men, the few and the proud.
Yeah.
And they're all backing me up, and they follow me behind the street. And
I love you,
some
Chyna.
fine young men.
Take care, Chyna. Thanks for coming in.
And I'm about to get something good in my life.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And I want what you have one day. Can I see that?
Yeah, thank you.
I want what you have one day.
I'm married. I've been married for 6 years.
And you deserve it.
I love it. I have kid.
You must have
He's
a
4.
man who really loves you.
I do. I mean, I do. And we have a son who's 4.
And that teaches me the difference.
And I go through the girl power thing all the time. I mean, it is what it is, Chyna. Keep up the good fight.
That's my destiny, mister.
Mrs. How you doing? No. All right. pull them down partially. I thought she was going to show me, a Brazilian job or something like that. I couldn't figure it out. And she had on a sleeveless pink T-shirt that showed about 4 inches of belly if her jeans were buttoned up. And it said Barbie on it, but then she took a Sharpie, apparently, before getting here and circled with a line through it, like no Barbie. And then during the interview process, she proceeded to reach down to the waistband of the front of her T-shirt and rip it. I thought she was then going to, tie it, like a bandana and make it a shorter T-shirt or something, but she just ripped it and just left it hanging there all sloppy. And of course, by this time, I realized that she was effed up. So I'm just, observing everything going on. She had on a red blonde, I have to say, a cross between Mariah Carey hair color and Jennifer Aniston hair color. Wig on that looked wiggy. It looked like a wig. And she had a headband, a navy blue, a bandana fashioned around her head. And the bandana was fashioned, not a thin version, but maybe a 3-inch thick bandana version. And she had on a little eye makeup. Her skin looked clear. Her lips had a natural peach glow to them, like no lipstick or lip gloss, just a natural, healthy glow. I didn't notice whether she was, she was wearing some sort of coat, some sort of jacket that was too big for her. She coveted the jacket, though, like it was a prized possession. Then she proceeded to tell me behind the scenes that it was the jacket that she and her boyfriend fought over. And I couldn't figure out what the fight was. It was just a regular cotton jacket with some, I think they had, did they have Asian initials on the back or something like that? Or did you notice any initials on the back? Can I just ask you something? I know you're busy in the other room, but let me just ask you something because you observed this. Was Chyna a mess to you? Was she a disappointment to you?
Yeah.
She was a disappointment. Are you attracted to her, like in normal life? Like, as I noticed you lurking around. And then what happened today?
It went away. She wasn't that strong woman that I used to see in wrestling WWF.
Yeah. Was it more her look because she was smaller in person, or was it more the way she's...
Her disposition.
Yeah. See, and we're weird on this show. We love all that stuff. But I got to tell you, all three of us are walking around like somebody just died. Like, damn.
I would have liked it better if I smelled some alcohol on her.
Yeah, exactly. If you smelled something that you could identify. Hell, I would have liked it better if I saw a nice powdery rim on her nose. Then I would have at least, I could identify what I was dealing with. She didn't have nothing. I'm telling you, that looked like a strong prescription from Dr. Kildare.
Wow.
That she had going on. Yeah. Beyonce's makeup artist is about to hawk her makeup on QVC. Her name is Molly Roncall, and she did Jennifer Lopez makeup in the Get It Right video. Well, in March, Molly's makeup line will be introduced on QVC. I know you guys might not be QVC nistas, I am, so, I'll be watching to see what it's all about. Congratulations to old man Lou Rawls. He's 69. His new wife, who is, I think his wife is like 30... somewhere between 30 and 35. Her name is Nina. They celebrated their first wedding anniversary with the birth of a son. Now, Lou already has 3 grown kids. One of them's name is Luana. That was the one who used to mess around with Bobby Brown. Real pretty girl. Anyway, the baby was born in Akron, Ohio. 6 pounds, 14 ounces. His name is Aiden Allen Rawls. And so congratulations to Lou Rawls. Speaking of weirdos from Surreal Life, apparently the close relationship that Brigitte and Flav have forged. By the way, have you seen Strange Love yet? It came on last night on TV too. I'm not sure when that airs originally, but her lover, the young Italian guy, has made him the laughingstock of his set. Matea is his name, and he's 15 years younger than her. And supposedly they quickly fell in love, but he's struggling to accept her close friendship with Flava Flav. So, and Flav and Matea, they say, hate each other. So, we'll watch that unfold. If it's not an all new episode this weekend, then make sure you check out Strange Love on VH1. And Ivana Trump has said she will not be at Donald's wedding, and neither will Marla Maples. Both of them. He sent them invitations for his wedding next month, and they won't be there. And about Ray Charles, did you know that Ray Charles left a large bulk? They say the bulk, but I refuse to believe the bulk, so I'll just say a large bulk. He left nearly $100 million of his fortune. Please, how much was he worth? Please say he was worth $300 million, so $100 million isn't more than half. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? Please, with 12 kids and you know, all kinds of other stuff going on, and, you know, the babies' mothers and stuff. Well, you know, he left $100 million of his fortune to aid the deaf. Well, what's not known about Ray is that he almost lost his hearing back in the early 70s. Back then, apparently, he was flying all the time from one concert to another, and they said he got a really bad cold, and the cold went to his ear, and he ignored the cold, and eventually his hearing became infected, and he couldn't hardly hear anything. And it scared the daylights out of him. He depends on his hearing to compensate for his loss of sight. And, you know, he could walk into a strange room, and you could clap your hands, and he wouldn't even hear you. So that's how bad it got at one point. Wow. Apparently, his hearing came back, you know, full blast, but it frightened the daylights out of him. So they say that he was so grateful to get his hearing back, but never took it for granted from that time that he struggled in the 70s. So he left $100 million, they say, and just a modest sum of money to his 12 children. Anyway, everybody, it's time for me to go. I hope you've had fun today. Oh, and about Beyonce, I'll tell you what it was real quick. In New York, she was hosting a dinner. Her record company asked her to host a dinner or some type of soiree for some other people signed to her label. So she said she'd do it only if... Imagine that, because this is a group of unknowns that she said she'd host, you know, so you know they had to pay. She said she wanted Indian food, not just any Indian food from her favorite Indian place, which happens to be in England. And at first they said no, and she was like Diva Deluxe. Oh, well, then I'm not doing it. They sent the private plane over there, picked up that Indian food, brought it back, and had the party in Manhattan. Go Diva, go Diva, go Diva. Free thanks for the flowers. Chyna, I mean... Thank you for coming in. Be well, friend to the show. Love you for listening today. Speak to you all Monday. Bye.
These party people. See you later. 'Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
Oh, shoot. The bonus hour is next on WBLS.
Yo, what's up? This is Anthony Hamilton.
Hey, your boy, Baby Sam. Can you hear me?
This is Busy Bone, the kid from Bone Thugs and Harmony.
What's up? This is Heather Hunter.
Yeah, this your boy, Lloyd.
King's the Crunky Boy, Lil John.
It's that fool, Big Sam.
Right now, you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome to the bonus hour at 3 minutes after 6 o'clock on the Wendy Williams Experience. We're working on Monday. I had a dream. You know, this whole radio thing, it was not some fluke, so therefore I'm working. That's the way Dr. King would have wanted it. And if you're taking off Monday, hopefully you can still find time in your day to turn us on. If not, I understand. But we're here nevertheless, much to Art and Dave's chagrin. Is the radio station closed for business on Monday? Yeah. You know, I don't know. I'm a little torn, you know, because on one hand... You know, we should take the day to observe, but you know what we do. We in general, I'm not talking about a black thing, I'm talking about a thing in general. You know, we don't celebrate presidents on President's Day. We go out and catch sales. So it'll be the same thing on the King holiday. You guys will be over at the Siemens Furniture, you know, catching the sale. And the kids will be watching way too much TV. Nobody takes their kids or opens a book or teaches them, you know, more about the King holiday and, you know, whatnot. So you might as well live out your dream or be on the paper chase to fulfill your dream. Remember, the speech started with, I have a dream. Anyway, I'll be here on Monday. I say all that to say. Vanessa Williams, his new album coming out on January 25th. She looks great on the album cover, too. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. Lots of extension, lots of tease and pop, hair past the boobs, really big, really nice. Skinny, mini dress, lots of skin. Rick, she's saying, oh, I'm divorced. Come get me, boys. That's what she's saying. And the album is called Everlasting Love. The collection features a bunch of songs actually from the 70s, her interpretation. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, I'll Be Good to You, and One Less Bell to Answer. Okay, I don't want to hear The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, at least not on the show, but I'd love to hear, what is this, Renee and Angela's version of I'll Be Good to You? I would love to hear that from the Vanessa Williams CD. Everlasting Love. Joints from, The Fifth Dimensions, One Less Bell to Answer. The Jacksons Never Can Say Goodbye. Harvest to the World from the Isley Brothers. But this is Vanessa's interpretation. They also say you can catch her performing on January 26th on The Bachelorette. I don't want to see my Vanessa Williams involved with these crazy reality shows. Like, she doesn't need to. But okay, she's got a CD to push. All right, Vanessa, what's going on with the talk show? I'm not hearing. I hear more about Tyra Banks' talk show. All right. Shout out to Vanessa Williams. She's a friend to the show. Maybe she'll come by here and promote her CD. Vanessa, I still carry that raccoon penis bone. It's in my wallet right now. She gave me a raccoon bone, and she said that they bring good luck. She gives them to people she likes. You know who I like on TV? Do you remember Christine Baranski on the Sybil Show? I liked her. She was Megan Mullally before Megan Mullally was Megan Mullally, the girl who plays a Karen on Will and Grace. Oh, that's Christine Baranski from Sybil, just reincarnated. Don't you remember her character? Well, she's coming back to TV in a show called In the Game. And apparently it's a comedy series that's going to be on ABC, and it's starring Jennifer Love Hewitt. Movie career go nowhere? I mean, you know what, though? I like how stars are finally starting to respect TV enough to do it. Like Whoopi Goldberg did it and stuff like that. Movies are overrated. Oh, sure, they bring in all the money. But in my opinion, the real popularity, that everyday kind of popularity, comes from TV. I just love TV. So Jennifer Love Hewitt's going to have and I'm not going to even watch the show for Jennifer Love Hewitt. I want to see what role Christine Baranski is going to be playing. I like her. And guess what? I've never seen Mickey Rooney's Airborne ads, but apparently they were supposed to run during the Super Bowl. See, I've seen Mickey Rooney, the old white guy, and his wife hawk life insurance on TV, and I got to tell you something. He looks next to death on the life insurance commercials. I'm surprised that they signed him on to do anything else. It's like his wife is on the insurance commercial propping him up. But apparently on February 6th, the Super Bowl, the Fox TV people have decided not to air Mickey Rooney's commercials for Airborne, the cold preventative, which I happen to love, by the way, Airborne. Apparently, he pulls down his pants and shows his backside in a crazy old man moment, I guess. This is what it says. Fox declined Airborne's $1.2 million 30-second spot. No, not having seen the ad, I can't comment on why cold medicine would turn to Mickey Rooney's behind to promote its product. But suffice to say, in this day and age of seemingly limitless indecency, Fox has decided not to test the FCC at the Super Bowl, especially with old wrinkle white booty. I mean, at least show us something firm and round. Is Marcus Schenkenberg as cute on Surreal Life as he is in the ads? Like, I look at him on the Surreal Life, and I got to tell you something. If I had to choose between Peter Brady and Marcus Schenkenberg, I'd take Peter Brady. That sparkly person. And who knew he's 47? Somebody asked me earlier today how old he was. He's 47. And you know what? That romance with he and Adrian Kerry, it's real. Because now that the Surreal Life has actually finished filming, it says, look, 2 months after filming VH1's Surreal Life, Christopher Peter Brady Knight, 47, told TV Guide Online that he's hooked up with America's Next Top Model winner Adrian Kerry. And here's his quote. The highlight of it for me was Adrian and the whole romance that falls out of the whole thing. I was not taking her seriously for the first week, so this should be really interesting how this is going to play out on the air. By the way, as I speak to you, Adrian's sitting across from me. And then there's laughter. And then he goes on to say, and it's really sort of a lark, an example of what can happen in these environments. It was a pleasing outcome. She's got a huge heart and an old soul, and she's tons of fun. Didn't you think Adrian would hook up with Jane Weedlin and just, go lesbo or something? Anyway, if you're just turning on the show, hey, it's the bonus hour. I'm Wendy Williams and Vaughn Harper in the Quiet Store. But come up at 7. By the way, we have a comment line now. Well, that's an old thing in radio. It's just that we've never had one for whatever reason, but we have one now, and I just finished recording my message. I say, hi, you've reached the Wendy Williams experience, leave your comments. So, a lot of times, like, we leave the show and you guys have comments about certain stuff, you get your comment on. And I can give you the telephone number if you take out a pen and paper. Everybody outside of the New York metro area is going to be mad because it's not toll free. But oh well, if you really want to comment, then wait until the rates go down, because you can do that. You don't have to call during the show. Just wait until the rates go down, or wait until you get to work and use work phone. It's a 212 number. I'll give you the number in a moment. You got a pen? 212-592-0464. 212-592-0464. It's the Wendy Williams Experience comment line. And you can comment about anything. And leave us good comments. And by the way, after midnight tonight, when you're with your lover, if you feel like just dialing the phone and resting the phone by your night table, we'll take those kind of comments too. Hey, so Chyna was here earlier today, and clearly she was all hopped up on something or another. She wasn't in her right mind. So the interview was on the radio already, but I had tape rolling in the other room, because that's when I go in and I say, cut me a couple of drops, say, hey, it's Chyna, it's the Wendy Williams Experience or whatever. And I brought my camera in, because prior to meeting Chyna, I never bring my camera in. Very rarely. I bring my camera in for Faith. I bring my camera in for, Kate Kutumbo. I liked with him. I brought my camera in for John Starks. There's some people I bring my camera in. I want to capture the moment on camera. But basically, I'm not a pictureista. But today, I brought my camera in. I knew Chyna was coming in. I had 3 more pictures on a roll of film that includes Brigitte Nielsen going wild with my camera on the set. I said, let me just finish off this roll. And Chyna's coming in today. How perfect. So I'm in the other room, and we're getting it together. And here's some behind-the-scenes stuff. Dave, what do you have over there? We have 3 different clips, like 30 seconds apiece. Just play some Chyna. Take the music out so people can hear clearly. Let me shut up. Go.
What's up? This is Chyna Doll, and you're listening to Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
All right,
hey.
Now say, this is Chyna Doll, Joni Lauer, whatever you want to say. Identify you, and then say how you.
This is Chyna Lauer.
Wait,
how you doing? I identify you, and and all that.
Chyna. All right, say this is Chyna Doll, Joni Lauer. How you doing?
This is Chyna Doll, Joni Lauer. How you doing?
How you doing? Okay, now play another one, because that almost made everything seem normal. Let's take pictures, Arthur. Okay. Look, you do that again, because I have my camera. I just, I only bring my camera in for certain situations.
No, Toby. There's only one clean spot.
He called her Toby. Take a picture. Get the camera going. Get the camera going. Toby.
Come on, Cracker, turn around.
Oh, that's her brother's name. Come on, I only have 3. Now I got you and Brigitte on the same thing. Whoa, what a roll of film.
Joni?
The dog is adorable.
Joni, you got your hair.
She took her hair off, everybody.
Your hair?
Yeah, no, I have. And threw it at my interns. Yeah, no. How dare you? I'm not that angry. When I get mad, I'll take my hair out and throw it on the floor, too. I was just trying to seem as crazy as her, just to make her feel normal. I felt so bad for her. She took her hair out and she threw it at the intern girls. They were like horrified. They're these young girls. They go to college. They're 21 years old and they're really looking to, wow. Pills are the level playing field, though, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, everybody. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to Hartford tomorrow. I'm hosting a party. We got our son in a program for 8 weeks now, swimming, and it's like an hour and a half. The first part of it is, the gym, exercise and stuff like that with a bunch of other kids, and then the second part of it is swim lessons. So we started that the other week, and so that's what I do on Saturdays now. Which is cool, it gets us out of the house. We're out of the house by 10 o'clock in the morning. We get back in the house after groceries and stuff by like 2 o'clock. It's a perfect time for him to take a nap, and me too. Did you take down your Christmas decorations? Why are some of my neighbors not only, it's like if you haven't taken down your Christmas What? To me, it's like if you haven't taken down your Christmas decorations, then just do us all a favor. Don't plug them in. Don't acknowledge them. You know what I mean? Just don't plug them in because it's over, Johnny. I got neighbors still plugging in their Christmas decorations. It makes me so mad. La la. Jennifer Lopez has a shoe line coming out, and the shoes are really nice. They're pretty sexy. It was raining so hard today, and I found these, before I got my bunion surgery, I had this whole, like shoe shopping spree of shoes, because when my feet are all fixed up and I have no more bunions, I'll be able to wear these, and these. And today it was raining so hard, and I found some shoes in the closet from my futuristic thinking about, when my feet are not swollen anymore, my bunions are down, I'll be able to wear, cuter shoes. So I have these shoes on. They're rain shoes, but they're stilettos. These are cute, aren't they, Art? As soon as I came in, Art clutched his pearls. He said, "Where'd you get your shoes?" And I said, "I got them, back in the spring when I knew I was going to get my bunionectomy." I'm not really into rain shoes. Like, a lot of girls wear wellies and whatnot, those rubbery shoes and stuff. La, 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 la. Jennifer Lopez shoes, though, are really cute. Really stylish. They're going to be selling them at Nordstrom's and Macy's. And a few, boutiques and stuff. And the shoes will be available in major department stores in March. She's a shoenista. So while we know she's probably not going to be wearing her own shoes, she wears, $700 and $1,500 shoes. She's going to price them right for everybody else between $70 and $140. And boots are going to be in the $225 price range. But as cute shoes go, Jen knows shoes. Jen, score! Are they going to go up to size 11, Jen? It's only right that they do at least 11. You should maybe even do a 12 because you do have 2 and 3X in your clothing line. So clearly you embrace the big girl thing, but you've got to embrace the big foot too. And Jessica Simpson's got her Jessica Simpson collection of clothing coming out in department stores in the fall. These clothes are going to be $59 to $79. Jeez. I can only imagine how one wash and they're over. I don't know. I mean, maybe not. She's going to have jeans, skirts, overalls, and jackets. Hillbilly clothes. You know what I mean? I'm not wearing them. I would check out J-Lo's shoes, though. Just, to see what's going on with them. Dear Wendy, I just want to congratulate you on an extraordinary radio show. You make the jagged little pill called work go fast. You are a fag in a woman's body, and I love you for it. What is your best attribute? In my opinion, it's your ability to laugh at yourself without minimizing the fact that you are still truly a diva. Keep dishing, diva. And hey, maybe we missed it at work, but we are waiting for the juicy diva involving the daddy and the son. Oh, yeah, you did miss it. No, he's talking about the rewind where the wife walked in the room and caught her son giving her husband a professional. Which, by the way, I do prefer the word professional as opposed to schwuckum. No, we're just going to go with a professional because it's a term. Every time I have to do a schwuckum, I have to furl my eyebrow and ask you what it is. Except you can't tell that I'm furling because, I got the Botox. Are you going to the Cherry Lounge tonight? DJ Goldfinger's going to be on the Wheels of Steel. Cherry Lounge is up on 128th Street in Amsterdam and Convent, featuring all the best music, the reggae, the classics. You know how it goes down. Ladies, it's free for us until 1 a.m. It's free for everybody until midnight. Dressed to impress, no sneakers and construction boots and whatnot. It's going to be a beautiful weekend weather-wise in the tri-state area. It's going to gradually get colder and colder and colder and colder. Hey, do you know that Alicia Keys is going to be singing America the Beautiful at the Super Bowl this year? I'm sure we can count on her to keep her clothes on. Alicia Keys has been looking really great. Femin' up and stuff. Hair all flat ironed and everything. She's been looking, in my opinion, she's been looking really, really good. I like Alicia Keys without the braids. I mean, I know how she originally came out and stuff like that. It's just a little too hard for me. I mean, she sounds hard when she speaks. Beyonce has that same, rough of, those are nice flowers, aren't they? How much do you think those flowers cost? It's like a $500 arrangement?
Yeah.
Yeah. After they die at your house, I would like to have the Blue Vase. Free from 106 and Park sent me this beautiful arrangement with a note that said, thanks for the love. She's referring to my blind item the other day. I did
She wears nice boots, too.
She does wear nice boots. She gets her boots at Foot Fetish. I have some boots from there, too. Those boots are really nice. I wasn't able to wear them as well until I got my bunionectomy. And now I can wear them in prance. I don't have to take them off and let my dogs breathe. Because I used to take my shoes off and then my feet would open up like poppin' fresh dough. And I wouldn't be able to jam them back in my shoes. And then I'd be stuck in Manhattan without a second pair of shoes and I got other places to go. I'd have to be in the bathroom soaking them in cold water so they shrink down and whatnot. I'd wrap them up I'd send one of the girls across the street to the Duane Reade and they'd get the surgical tape and wrap them up to squeeze them back down so they can get back in my shoes. No more. The bunionectomy. Oh, that's a good look. Hey, Macy's is about to pay out $600,000. Did you see this in the newspaper or anything? To settle a New York State charge of racial profiling regarding shoplifting in Macy's. It'd be going down at Macy's. I know. Anyway, this is leftover from Advice Hour. Dear Wendy, I have a problem. I think my fiance doesn't really want to marry me. We have a child, and we've been together for many years. We're getting married soon and have spent a lot of money for this wedding. What should I do? Well, if you think that he's ambivalent about marrying you, then he very well could be. I would suggest that you get to work this weekend with a straight, frank, open, and honest conversation because, you don't want to walk down the aisle to turn around and get divorced, nor do you want to get closer and closer to the date. So you asked me what you should do. Talk to your fiance, not me. It's tough. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Relationships are tough. Do you want to hear one about a church elder over in Brooklyn? Got his jump off pregnant? Brooklyn, what's really hood? Dear Wendy, I'm 31 years old and I'm pregnant by a man that I was seeing for 2 years. I had my tubes tied 3.5 years ago. And he said, wow, shout out to the Chocolate Boy Wonder. Turn this up. And he said he was sterile. I'm 100% sure he's the father, Wendy. I know this because I haven't been with anyone else. Wendy, he's 42, married, and an elder in my church in Brooklyn. And we were living together for about a year until recently when he decided that he needed to get closer to God. He said that he needed to do the right thing. I've been to his church and sat in the front and listened to him preach while his wife was in the church, sitting in the back of the church talking to her friends. When church is over, he used to follow me home. I knew his wife before I knew him because we both worked in the same field. It was a chance meeting that we met. And he has children, and so do I. Abortion is not an option. I want to know, should I tell him? Should I keep it to myself? Or should I let the wife know? I set up a book with pictures of us. Damn. Rule number 1 of jumping off, no pictures. I set up a book of pictures with us with a letter letting her know how deep the situation really is. Wendy, I also have pictures of his children, which I still have hanging on my wall. Oh, you sick. And Wendy, I know all his secrets, and I mean all his secrets. I think she would really be hurt, but who cares? What should I do? I need your help. Well, you got to tell him because you're going to need your child support. And there's no point in depriving a child of the right to see the father. At least you don't want to have that resting on your conscience. Tell him. Now, if he chooses to be a bad father, then that's on him. You know what I mean? I would tell him and not tell the wife. I would tell him and see, what he's going to do and how he's going to keep up his end of the bargain. And if he doesn't, mail the pictures. And don't forget to tell me what church this is right here. Oh, you know what? You want to come up on the show? No, mail the pictures to the wife. But, first tell him. Confront him with it. And she says she's not pro-choice in this matter, so that's not a deal. Damn. Her tubes have been tied for 3.5 years. And he told her he's sterile. Wow. So I guess that gave you all the license to just have unprotected sex, as if you can't get herpes, or any other kind of STD. Stupid. Anyway, I wish you well. I'm sorry to hear about what's going on, but things happen in life. I'm still gagging over Chyna. Sharon Stone. And you know what? Maybe we should go into a commercial break. And then we'll come back. All right, I'm going to give you the comment line one more time. You don't have to call it right now. It's, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But this is our first day having it. So I just gave it out for the first time last break. So, since we're facing a weekend, you jot the number down. If you think about me over the weekend, call me and leave me a message. Don't be too brutal. I know how you can be. Shady, brutal, just very mean. I've got thick skin, though. I can take it. Try to say something nice. You know what? It's your comment line. Why am I telling you what to say? Say what you want. This is your line. Nobody's going to pick it up. I don't know how much time you have to leave your message, but, whatever. 212-592-0464. Just don't dial it now. Just, another time. 212-592-0464. That's the Wendy Williams Experience comment line. You'll hear me giving that number out in and out of the show from this point on. And we'll take a break, and we'll come back with more show. Keep it here. WBLS.
In the truck, I figured don't find the speakers bomb. I'm steady speaking, I'm swerving.
107.5 WBLS. We're R&B and Hip Hop Connect. Oh, it's the weekend. Ah, yeah. Shout out to everybody in Jersey. Special shout out to Bridgeport, Connecticut. Thanks for turning us on. Bronx, we see you. Staten Island, hey. I was asking about Dick Clark the other day, and coincidentally, between my asking and right now, I found out more information about Dick Clark. They say he's far sicker than we realize. That setback that occurred during the stroke. Oh, gosh. It was something, because I knew he had the stroke. Oh, and then he had a second stroke. And we, John Q. Public, didn't realize that he had two strokes within the same frame period. But they say he's very sick. His friends and family are scared. Everybody's keeping quiet. But apparently, he's diabetic. And is the diabetes is compromising his chance for recovery. They say diabetics are at great increased risk of stroke. And diabetics who have strokes or have a greater risk of dying or becoming permanently disabled as a result of the stroke. So, Dick Clark is 75 years old, and as we all know, he missed his yearly New Year's Eve extravaganza in Times Square. The stroke, everybody, the first stroke happened back in April, and 2/3 of the people who are diabetic, they say, die of heart disease or stroke. So that was a huge red flag when he had the first stroke. Then he had the second stroke while under the care of the first stroke. So, and they say he's like a prisoner trapped in his own body, apparently. It's weakened his immune system, and he's having a really difficult time recovering. His wife is with him, of course. He's got 3 kids. And the doctors are trying to balance the medication for his heart while regulating his blood sugar, and it's just not looking so good for Dick Clark, as long as you asked. Or that was me asking, but Okay, so Big Tigger on BET, we all learned today that his show, The Basement, has been canceled. The last episode is going to be on Monday, and apparently that's when Big Tigger, the premise of the show is that, he lives in this basement of his mother's house. The mother's going to show up downstairs, so we're going to see who she is, whoever. I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe the Sandman from the Apollo dressed up as a woman. I don't know. Maybe Kim Whitley dressed up in older garb. I don't know. Word is it could be Patti LaBelle. Patti, I know you're not going to get involved in something like this, but you never know. Anyway, Tigger's mom is selling the house. Thus, he's got to move out of the basement. But he's still going to be on BET. He's got some kind of style show with Jessica Rabbit. Not Superhead, but the other one, Jessica Rabbit, Melissa Ford, the video girl. I've never seen the show. When does this come on? I don't know. Are you going to Donald Trump's wedding? Yeah, I'm busy that day. I won't be going. You? Yeah, you're busy too. Yeah. Are you going to send a gift? Are you going to get it from the registry or what? Well, it's a guest list of who's who. I mean, besides me and you being invited, of course. Barbara Walters, the Jones Reynolds, Carson Daly, Puffy, and his mom, Janice Combs, were invited. Jay-Z and Beyonce were both invited. Of course, his kids will be there, and his child with Marla, Tiffany, who's 11. Kelly Ripa, Reed, Nick and Jessica, Diane Sawyer. So some of the details of the wedding included that the ceremony is going to take place at a church by the sea with stained glass windows and whatnot. Now, why was I hearing that Donald paid for this church to have an all-new ceiling just to look, twice as beautiful for his wedding? The menu cards are trimmed in tassel and inscribed with gold leaf. And, of course, there's going to be lots of champagne. They say that the guests will be sipping from the finest Waterford crystal stemware and enjoying a wedding feast with their platinum-dipped silverware. The centerpieces will feature white lilies and cream roses and ribbons and lace and whatnot. And the dress that Melania is going to wear is top secret, but everybody believes that it's being done by Dior. And they say it's in Florida, which means lots of yachts. Donald has chartered most of the yachts at the 3, different marinas, I guess that are the who's who, to ferry his guests. Big to do. Yet nobody's talking. Like a big deal, yet nobody's talking. I don't care. I'm not going. And I'm not sending a gift either. Dear Wendy, please help me. My boyfriend and I have been together for 13 months. We don't have any children. But I have a daughter from a previous relationship, and he has a son from a previous relationship. We just don't have kids together. Now, we live together, and we've been living together, and he had been, for a while, struggling to find a good job that he didn't have to scramble for. And no, Wendy, I wasn't taking him shopping, but I did help him and look out for him, helped him fax his resumes and whatnot. Well, Wendy, I guess he got fired. Or, excuse me, tired. I'm sorry. I mistook her F for a T. I guess he got tired of barely having any money and not being able to take care of me. So he drops the bombshell on me last night that he started pimping. What is it with men in this? This is like the second time in the last 3 weeks. Like, a man has turned into a real life pimp. Wendy, I'm a mess. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm disgusted. I don't know what to do. Damn, I love this. And we planned on a future together, but I can't deal with this. Am I wrong for not willing to accept just any old thing for $1? I don't know what to do. Help. That's from Dawn. I mean, both are wrong, but if you give me a choice between pimping and maybe being a supplier to the offenders, I'll take the supplier to the offenders, because pimping is a whole nother introduction. You know what I'm saying? Or pimp the Do you understand that, or is that sick? Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I mean, I don't want either. But pimping? Oh, I realize, oh, damn. I'd break out. That I would not be able to deal with. Absolutely not. I would break out. I would absolutely break out. I don't know how old you are. You didn't put it on here. But I'd break out. You don't have any kids together. You've been together for 13 months. I don't even know why you bothered executing this letter. This doesn't even require a formal breakup. 13 months. Then he's going to turn to you and drop a bombshell. He's pimping. Pack up your stuff and leave. Don't even leave him a note. She sounded really young. But this show reaches a lot of people. And everybody's got problems. Me, you. A lot of times we don't talk about them. We just sit back and listen to other people talk about their problems. And some of you all think that I make stuff up. But we all have our Jerry Springer, Wendy Williams experience, bombs going off in our lives. We all do. And here's a woman. She says, "Hey, Wendy, I must say, I love your show. I'm a woman over 50, and I'm married. My husband does his thing, and I do mine. But Wendy, what is a girl to do when her jump off is jumping off better than her husband?" Wendy, my jump off is like making me want to do more with him. than with my husband. What is a girl to do? Me and my husband do have a lot of issues. I mean, he cheats. But because I'm married, I try to hang in there. But I think I'm tired of hanging in there. Give a sister some good advice. Signed, over 50. Well, I understand where you might want to break out, from your husband and live your own life. But will your jump off, is your jump off really, I mean, you got to examine this. And this is not just for this woman. This is for women of all ages with jump offs. If you were totally free, would your jump off be interested in you? Or is part of your jump off's interest in you, aside from the sex being good, that he doesn't have to obligate, or she doesn't have to obligate to you? You know what I mean? I don't know how old your jump off is. And by the way, woman, just by virtue of you listening to this show, I know you are 50, the new 40. If not in looks, then certainly in spirit. But let's just talk about 50 for real. Unless your jump off is 80. You know what I mean? Nobody want that. And I'm not saying that that's old. But you know how the game goes these days? Hell. Women feel it from 35 up, I would say. Some women go through it starting at 30, but from 35 up, women start to feel it. You don't feel it every day. You don't feel it all the time, but you feel that little age. You feel that little, you know what I mean? Dave, you follow what I'm saying. If you were jumping off with a 50-year-old woman who looks spectacular, and I'm talking spectacular, and she's married, if she decided to leave her husband, do you really want that? Right? You're just trying to wear out the last few years, right? I mean, and we all get older, God willing, God, we all live to get older. And I guess, I'd stay with your husband, not for nothing. And continue jumping. Because he's cheating, you're cheating. I mean, if you're okay with it, if what you're saying is you're so soft and pink now that you can't take being with your husband and him cheating anymore, then, by all means, leave. But, I'd get a good life insurance policy on my husband, and vice versa. Mutual respect, make sure the bills are paid, and, I love you. We've been married for a long time, but, I'm 50, and you've been cheating for ages, and I got my jump offs, and I still love you in an understanding kind of Ruby D, Ozzie Davis, and hey, those stories are crazy kind of way. You understand? It's us. It's me and you, regardless. I'm not going anywhere. Or, you know what? You're 50. You're still young enough to have a new lease on life. Like Ivana Trump, who's 50 plus, hot and popping with like a 32-year-old jump-off boyfriend. She hasn't married him. You know what I mean? Gets her surgery, keeps her looks up and whatnot, but she's not in denial of her age. Look, there's lots of life after 50. I just don't know where you are in your life. Like, do you have a great job? Do you really have to sit around and haggle over a big, lengthy divorce process? Or can you, just get your divorce and move on? Are the kids out of the house? Are you asking me, should you stay with your husband or should you leave your husband because you want to leave for your jump off? Because that could be very unrealistic. Or are you saying that you want to leave your husband because you want to leave your husband and the jump off thing really has nothing to do with it? Your jump off. Dear Wendy, I'm in love with my jump off. She didn't say that. I'm thinking maybe she's just tired of, her husband jumping off. It's probably starting to get to her. She's getting a little pink. No room for pink in the jump off game. You've got to roll hard and black. And feelings aren't a factor. Well, I can't understand how it is that Sharon Stone and Phil Bronstein, I thought that their divorce was finalized. But apparently it's not. They're fighting over their kid, Roan. They adopted the little boy. He's 5 now. So listen how sloppy this custody is. She has him for 3 weeks in L.A., and then they sent a nanny with him in a private jet up to San Francisco, where Phil is running like the San Francisco Chronicle or whatever, her ex-husband. And the baby, Roan, stays for 3 weeks with Phil. And then flies back in the private jet with the nanny down the coast to L.A., back and forth. And nobody's relenting. He wants full custody. for the most part, I always say, men really don't want full custody. That's just the way of them, trying to hurt a woman's feelings. You know what I mean? Let's get at her with, by getting at the kids. But he's saying he wants full custody. He's saying, this Phil Bronstein is saying that Sharon Stone's life is way too unstable. Well, no, not really. She's not doing any movies. Well, what is she doing? Besides walking around and looking great. Oh, yeah, she looks good. Oh, yeah. Her boyfriend just broke up with her, though. But so she's back on the stroll. Anyway, their divorce is not. I say all that to say their divorce is not finalized. WBLS, everybody. I have a telephone number to give you. Are you at all interested? I know that you're interested. But what I'm asking you is, do you have any money left after giving to the tsunami? And there's so much giving going on. There's so much. Not to mention, it was the holidays. Like, you're buying your loved ones gifts, and then all of a sudden the tsunami. And before the holidays, it was Haiti. Did you give to Haiti? I think more people are giving to the tsunami than Haiti. Doesn't it seem that way? Like, shout out to everybody, the Haitian massive listening right now. First, the holidays, and your pockets were drained because it's expensive out here. Then the tsunami happened, and you had whatever money you had left over from the holidays, if you had any to give. If you have any money left over between the holidays and the tsunami, and I know we're all interested in this, it's just a matter of, what we're going to give. WBLS has joined in supporting the Washington, D.C. Martin Luther King National Memorial Foundation in building a monument for the Reverend Dr. King in Washington, D.C. I haven't been to Washington, D.C. in so long, but I also did not realize there is no monument to Reverend Dr. King in D.C. Are you surprised by that? Just a little. Are you a little surprised by that? Well, this Monday, you can start calling with your pledges. And I'm going to give you a website and I'm going to give you a telephone number. Remember, everything's tax deductible. It's 888-4-THE-DREAM. The number 4, and then The Dream. 888-4-THE-DREAM. Or you can go on to this website, buildthedream.org. Buildthedream.org. Keeping the dream alive. Today's R&B and classic soul in the Wendy Williams Experience. 107.5 WBLS. Oh, yeah. Feels so good. Dear Wendy, how you doing? My name is Nate, the web manager over at davidz.com, and I wanted to say I love your show. Oh, these are the people who gave me... Okay, you know what I got today? I got these, apparently for the Sundance Film Festival. They're making some special Uggs, and they're gray. And so I have this note here to shout out to David Nate. Thank you, Nate, over at davidz.com. Thank you very much for the collector's Uggs. Because, I'm one that believes Uggs will never go out of style. The fashionistas will tell you, oh, Uggs are over or whatever. No. There is no such thing as comfort being over. What are my top stories today? We had so much going on here on the show. All of a sudden, I don't see Chyna as a top story. I don't feel like rehashing. Do you want to rehash a little bit of it, though? Here, put the CD in. Just listen to how the interview first started. I just put the first one in. Yeah, we taped it. Just for the bonus hour. So, you know what? No, never mind. It's time to go. We'll do a best of show. I don't plan on taking off anytime soon, but, probably next month. No, I don't want to play anything. We'll just save it. Chyna, thanks for coming in. Everybody, thanks so much for listening today. Have a splendiferous weekend. How much more time do I realistically have on this break? Because maybe I can play. Oh, about 2 minutes? Okay, now. I'm going home to my leftover chicken noodle soup with no hawk. Oh, boy. You all be safe out there this weekend. Shout out to everybody in the traffic. I'm about to join you. The Vaughn Harper Quiet Storm is coming up next. Don't forget, all weekend we got some great programming here at WBLS, including the legendary Hal Jackson and the lovely Debbie B. And they do the Sunday Classics. Still here as usual, still working the buttons with some songs that you say, oh, damn, I forgot all about this song. You know what I mean? Still making you snap your neck. It's Hal Jackson on Sundays and Debbie B. And then you start your weekday off the right way. A PM in the AM, Paul Mooney, right? And then you go to a Demo who's been sick, but hopefully he'll be, hey Mo, hopefully he'll be back on Monday. And then it's the Wendy Williams Experience from 2 to 7, and then Vaughn Harper, and then into Champaign. So, here we are. Thank you for being here. 107.5 WBLS. Like I said, I love you for listening today, and we'll speak on Monday. Bye.
These party people. See you later. 'Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.